All right. It's
Like a
D&T die, guys.
knitting hook.
Huh?
It almost looked like a knitting hook.
Well, couldn't you like take a picture
A
on
knitting?
Google and like?
Yeah, but it's got like a paddle on it. What sort of knitting hooks have paddles?
To stop the ends from coming off.
Yeah, but they usually have like bolts, not paddles.
Right, right.
Well, it's a
I'm
hair
just
spike
throwing out-
now.
Yeah, it's hair spike now.
We're talking knitting on D&D, guys.
That's right.
Nothing wrong with that.
I should have had some like that. All right. Where did I put my stuff so I actually can get you guys going on this world again?
Stuff and things.
Is it this one? No. Get that out of here. All right. So last time, you guys went and to the shoot, I forgot the name of the place, location now. Dwarven Citadel thing. You went in the Coalhammer. Oh, why is the map not coming up? There it goes. Wrong map. Sorry. I swear I was ready. You went to Citadel Ambar at Adar, and you went into Coalhammer Hall to find this bronze dragon chest plate. You met with Baldric Coldhammer, I believe his name is. Close enough. Yeah. And you also met a Warforged named 3, I believe, is what I named him, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Theo helped fix 3 up, which he's grateful for. He is looking for another job eventually, but not right now. 3 sent you guys to a little house to kind of get cozy in. You guys haven't talked to any of the other guests that are there for this auction. That you guys have come to notice that there's magical items for you. Not sure if the chest plate's part of that or if it's going to be something else. Which we'll probably find out today. On top of that, you decided to take this time to be kind of sit back, relax, go do your own little thing. A couple of you went to the private hot springs together, and a couple of you went to the public hot springs. Some things happened. I'm pretty sure there's an RP about it somewhere that I'm not going to get into. And yeah, we got that's where we ended up with, I think. Other than the spooky guy coming back a little less spooky.
Less pale.
Less pale, he is. I don't remember if I gave you a long rest after that.
Oh, we're going to a dinner too.
That's right.
We are invited to a dinner.
It's a party slash dinner thing. Give me a couple seconds here. I got to find the attendees list. So just in case you guys want to start talking to people, I have that ready to rock and roll. All right. Um, Pretty sure I invited you guys to the party, right? Didn't I? Or didn't I?
Yes, you did. That was
Okay.
the number.
I could not remember. It's been a couple weeks. All right. So after you guys wake up, and get ready for the day a little bit. About midday is when the auction of mundane items are. There's also like a pre-auction party that you guys can go to if you want to, and then after that will be the dinner.
I'm always up for a party.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose we should probably try to ingratiate ourselves and such.
Make us seem important.
Hmm.
We can go to the mundane auction too, just to see. Maybe they think the chest plate is mundane.
I doubt that, but
Never know.
we just have to be careful not to spend all our money on stuff.
Right. Though I don't think we're ones to waste money.
Well, no, I mean more in the sense that we don't know how much the armor will be if the armors are even going to be up for auction. So we should probably not spend our money on anything until we know that information.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So
Sorry.
going to the mundane auction would be kind of a waste of time since I doubt it's going to be on that list, but if you want to go so that we know for sure, then fine, but we can't spend our money on things.
Could also see if those other people are going to be there spending money.
With other people.
Well, there was those other people that were invited to the auction that we were like, oh, they're kind of weird. That one you saw. She pointed out the other day.
Don't remember what they were.
Think you. Because there was the one with two thumbs.
That was the one that I think Wally
Saw.
picked up on.
There was the vampire.
Is that the one I picked up on?
That's the one you picked up on because that's the one we passed in the bathroom or the leaving the private springs.
Yeah, and then there was another one. Is there a lady?
There is a older lady.
And I think that one was the one Ember saw.
Yes. Do I remember much? No.
I guess you'll just have to go to the party and find out, right?
Yep. I remember thumbs. That's about it.
Well, yeah, I suppose keeping an eye on them would be good. I just hope it doesn't look too suspicious that we're not spending our money on anything.
And see what I wouldn't. It would just show that we're particular about our purchases.
Or waiting for something.
Or waiting for something.
Or they might think we're suspicious because we're waiting for something particular.
Or they might think we're
Mhm.
broke.
But then why would we have gotten invited?
Questions maybe they'll ask.
Questions we should probably have some kind of answer for.
That's true.
Or we just spend our money on like small things, like not super expensive things, but like decent.
Because how much do we have?
Mhm.
I mean, there's always an opportunity that I might be able to get more.
What do you?
I
Oh yes.
mean, I have 4,000 alone, so
Jesus.
Yeah, I've got almost 5.
yeah, we're not poor.
I'm 3,000. Which is, by the way, the most money I have ever seen in my life. So
Same.
I just feel like stealing the other piece was like too easy. Now we're gonna have to like pay through the nose for this one.
probably, or at least fight for it or something.
Yeah.
I don't like how easy that last one was. That made me a little jumpy.
Yeah. Same.
I mean, if you're sure you can't get caught, I mean, go for it.
I mean, I didn't say that.
I have full faith in your abilities.
That makes one of us.
Good, 25%. That's a good. That that's good odds. 1 in 4.
Mm-hmm.
Now I understand why 3,000 was was the most you've ever seen.
What? Oh, I'm not a cat.
25% is good odds.
Yeah, it's better than 1 in 8. I was never
Yeah.
great at math. Okay.
I know.
Hey.
I can tell.
It's fine. You're good with books, and that's all that matters.
Ouch. I'm good at other things.
Your cooking skills are up there, but I have to say that to save my food.
Theo
It
just
required
smirks.
throw that. It
Oh,
required-
my ego will never recover.
Your ego is getting up there, getting too high anyway.
Wally, what do you have? Or do you want anything from the auction? Or are you just. What are you thinking?
I just want to observe.
Who knows? Maybe they'll have some cool fishing things.
Yeah.
Well, we know that they're kind of probably selling everything, considering how run down a lot of these homes are.
True.
So there's going to be a lot there. There might be more than one chest plate too. Did we consider that?
I feel like we'll know it when we see it.
I really hope so.
I mean, I suppose that I can have probably have bronze burning if you want.
If that's all right, I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, if you have enough, that's worth it.
Yeah, I've got some.
Should we get you more?
I can make more.
Yeah, you definitely don't want me doing that.
No, considering you can't do math,
Exactly.
Especially
I'll be looking for more,
which
percentages.
means I'm guessing your chemistry is not strong either.
It's not great. I can give you the principles.
But cooking
Ugh.
requires so much math. I'm confused.
Yeah,
Cooking
but
is
there's, like,
basically chemistry.
fractions.
There's a lot of fractions. And as we just said earlier, I'm really bad at those.
Plus, have you ever seen him looking at a cookbook? He just kind of eyeballs it.
I guess.
Yeah, I measure things by my hands. You know, it's easier. If I want smaller potions, I'll use Theo's.
What?
Smaller hands, smaller portion sizes. For measuring.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah,
you
and
guys-
what's
cut off my
smaller?
hands or something.
Oh, hell no. I like
And
your
what's-
hands. Your hands are good.
What's smaller, 1/2 or 1/16?
Why are we giving me a test right now?
Oh my God, Garrett.
Check.
1/2,
What?
right?
Is smaller or bigger?
Oh, bigger. Oh, smaller. 1/16.
Thank
think.
God.
We
Oh.
shouldn't allow him in the kitchen.
Thanks,
Thought I was
Wally.
the
Or
most
at least
stupid
not-
person.
Thanks, Wally, for telling me. Thanks.
What?
Oh, Wally was pointing at the answer to me over your shoulder.
Well, Wally's wrong too.
1/16th? Oh.
1/16 is smaller. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Than 1/2. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Just
Math is fun.
Maybe we should stop doing math problems, you guys.
Please.
Alright, are we splitting up? Or are we staying together?
Well, I don't think splitting up's is such a bad idea. In this case. Just don't get any fights? Ember?
why are you looking at me?
Well, why are you looking at her?
Because I know you won't.
Oh,
Because you won't get caught.
it's a lot
That's
of
fair.
confidence.
I won't get caught.
Ember might get caught.
What? I'm stealthy.
Yeah, but do you have sticky fingers?
Yes.
Okay.
I just might not think to use them sometimes, but that's besides the point.
I don't think I have very good sticky fingers, but I'm good at distracting.
Probably because of your face.
Thought you said
Yeah,
you
you're
liked
just
my
pretty
face.
face.
I mean, I do like your face. Why do you
Now you're not
assume
gonna be
everything
a-
I'm saying is not a compliment?
Still getting used to it, to be honest. Right, so splitting up.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You head off to the hall. 3 kind of guides you in, and you see that there's tables lined with mundane objects. Well, semi-mundane. Some of them are magical, but not on the word like magical, like super magical type thing. They're lower tier magic items. They have little nameplates on 'em with descriptions. I'm not gonna go through all of them because there's a lot. You do see a lot. You do see all the high end guests there, along with a few extra people, but
Are these extra people like? Do they look like they fit in with the rest of them, or are they a
there's
little
other
bit lower
dwarves and
class?
stuff. There's other dwarves and stuff, probably from the hall itself. Uh, they just basically don't have names, so I don't have to bring anything into them. There's about 20 total guests, not including you.
What's the
Gotcha.
quality of the common quote unquote items? Like what's the are they kind of shitty or are they like really good quality common things?
Mm, they're kind of, I'd say, kind of the middle of the road.
Not great, not horrible.
Yeah, it
Kind of like
depends.
you find it like a secondhand like trader
Yeah.
place.
Like, I have a table of mundane object to roll, basically, so I can roll it up if you really want me to, but I don't think anything. Um, I don't think anything's above 300 gold pieces. There's not anything that's above 300 gold pieces here. Some basically your uncommon items mainly. So common and uncommon magical items. That'd be basically what's on the list. And there's like, I didn't see how many there actually is. I'm gonna roll d20. Cool. 12. There's 12 mundane objects.
All right.
They're each kind of sitting on like a carved stone pedestal with like a piece of glass on all of them. So you can walk around, see if there's anything that you really want. If you want to put a bid in, you can. The minimum bid is 25 gold pieces. If you just want to walk around and talk to the guests, you can do that too. It's up to you.
I think Garrett's gonna be walking around
Here, do you want to...
listening in on conversations between other people that are from down here to see if they have any gossip of, oh, well, I thought this item would be here, or blah, 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 blah. Like rumors or anything as he walks by.
Okay. You are able to hear... You were able to hear that they know that there's another, like, this is just them like testing the pot and seeing how people will buy some of the stuff. This isn't the main auction. This isn't the main thing. So you hear a lot of people like, oh, well, this is kind of a bad outturn for, I wonder what they're really hiding for like the main stuffs.
So they're kind of lowballing the common,
Mm-hmm.
trying to play it up as a high. Okay.
Yeah.
Ember's probably going to be walking around too, looking at things, mainly focusing on those things. Um, but try to strike up conversations with people that might be looking at similar objects she's looking at.
Okay. That's the list of the major NPCs. I didn't edit it any at all, even though I probably should, but here we go. You're just looking at the random NPCs, or you, as you walk around, or are you gonna try to hit up one of the major ones?
Right. I'll probably try to hit up one of the major ones,
Okay.
but only if they're looking at stuff like.
Yeah, they're all kind of looking at stuff. Well, okay. Let me rephrase that. Give me a perception check.
Damn it.
First roll of the game.
Perception. Come on, perception. Give her to me. All right, but
Okay. You are able to see. Sorry, I had to yawn.
out there.
You are able to see that there are two of them that are more or less looking at people than they're more people watching than actually item watching, but they are kind of making a show of it.
Like they want people to notice that there are people watching.
No, they're making a show of them actually looking at like regular items, but
Oh, okay.
you rolled high enough to where you actually were able to see like the one is Father Talcrown, the one with the weird thumbs.
Mm. Ah, yes, thumbs.
Um, it looks like he's looking at him like he's hungry,
Oh, God.
and everyone's a meal.
Ember will probably do that one last.
Uh,
Should someone have be eaten?
Sister School, or no, sorry, Tabitha Fairhall. She's also looking at other people, but her eyes always head straight back to Barack, the Barack Colhammer, the host.
Gotcha. Hmm. Ember will probably walk up to Sister Scorn, Tabitha.
Okay.
Do you know, or what is she looking at, item-wise?
Oh, item wise, oh, you're gonna make a roll.
Yes, I am.
She's looking at a random bracelet.
Okay, bracelet. Um. Ember will walk up to Tabitha and ask her. Oasis. I don't know if I want to ask about Cole Hammer or the bracelet. Which one would be? This is a gorgeous bracelet, isn't it?
I've seen better. Probably look good on you.
I do agree. I think the colors would match my skin tone very well.
Indeed. You're a little far from home, aren't you?
I don't really have a home at the moment. Just kind of wandering, exploring.
But I can smell the sea on you.
That is, yep. I've been on the seas for quite a while with the whole exploring thing.
We're a long way from the ocean, my dear.
Not that far.
Far enough to make it troublesome. Unless you have some secrets.
Oh no, no secrets here.
Are you sure about that? Your eyes say differently.
I'm awful at this. I don't know what to say.
Someone to help her out.
Can Theo kind of creep up behind and see what she's got in her pockets?
Oh, Lady Tabitha. You know what? Sure.
With advantage since she's talking to Ember?
Sure, you can take a check.
Cool. Oh, man.
You grab a fine piece of thread, and as you pull it, you feel like your hand starts on fire. Do you want to keep pulling on it?
Yeah, fuck it. Fire doesn't bother her so much.
As you keep pulling, you can see a older woman's face like spin around and stare at you. Stealing is not a good thing to do, young miss. Ember, you don't see this. She's still looking at you and waiting for your answer.
Gotcha. That's a great question.
Garrett will slide into the conversation and help Ember out, noticing she's blushing.
God, I suck at this.
Okay.
What do you want to do, Theo?
Okay, so wait. Reset it for me. What's happening?
So basically, as you're
woman's-
pulling this thread,
Yeah.
this woman turns around, even though what you see, she turns around. As she turns around, you see her turn around. They don't see her turn around. She changes from a nice, well-dressed, good-looking woman to a old, I guess, hag. Would be the best way to say it.
Okay.
And dresses you. Stealing is not a nice thing to do.
Who said that was stealing? Maybe your tag was out.
Give me a deception check.
Okay.
Give me a second. I gotta look what she got here. Well, if you were going to stealth around like a cat, you look like a cat. You might as well be a cat.
God. Oh god.
And
no.
Garrett, you see, and Ember, you see Theo just poop right into a cat.
Ugh, what is this?
Oh my! I wonder what happened there.
Can Garrett do an insight check?
Go ahead.
Did Wally just like scoop up the cat to protect it, just in case?
Oh god. I'm literally a cat now.
Uh,
Dear lord.
I think I got this. Hold on. Oh, I guess not. It, damn it, I shouldn't have looked over. You can sense there's something wrong with this woman, and you think. Actually, you don't think. You know that she had something to do with Theo's current predicament.
How sentient is Theo?
I mean, you still have your normal stats. It's just you're now
cat.
a cat.
Like can't
would
talk
like
either kind of cat.
to maul this woman.
Oh god.
I think Wally should probably hold her back. Don't know if we should go into all-out war.
How does this conversation turn from Ember struggling to answer her weird ass questions to now Theo is mauling her?
You ended up picking the wrong person to fuck with.
Meanwhile, Theo's just like, ah!
Okay.
Now.
Why don't we do a grapple check on with Wally and Theo? It'd be athletics from Wally, and Theo, you can either athletics or acrobatics
With my stats?
with your stats.
Okay.
That's gonna be hard to beat. You almost did it.
Oh.
Basically, that picture that let me at him.
Yep.
Wally's arms are probably scratched a doll
While
hell.
he's struggling.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Theo will just straight up turn on Wally.
And then he just holds her
Wally's not
away
gonna
like
let go.
holds her away like the Lion King scene, except in reverse where the cat's trying to claw his eyes out.
Garrett's gonna step up closer to this lady. Now, that was uncalled for.
Oh, she brought it upon herself. You hear in your mind. What do you mean? Whatever do you mean, dear? This is what you hear out loud.
Put her back.
And she's like, I think we're done here today. And she turns around and starts walking away. And she kind of, as she walks away, Theo starts getting a little heavier in Garrett's arms as she slowly starts growing back to normal.
Oof.
Okay, I just want to ask some logistic questions.
Okay.
Did Are we gonna just pretend that the like whatever attire she was wearing magically changed with her? Or is there just like a gown on the ground? And
I'd say magically changed with her. It was just polymorph
Okay.
that she used. So,
okay, just needed to clarify that.
yeah.
Further logistic questions. One. What's the crowd like around here?
Yeah, how many people saw?
Magic or are they
Well, let me
just-
roll out and see how many people saw. We're just gonna roll with the d20. A lot of people saw this happen.
Oh, good.
Cool.
Most people are staying
Great.
away from this weird person now.
Yeah, see?
Well, I guess 2. What's the old lady wearing?
The
Yeah, Wally
old
kind of wants to wipe his bloody arms on her.
the old lady herself is wearing a dark black, like tattered dress. What everybody sees, except for you, Theo, now, is a young human female wearing a beautiful blue gown with jewels and stuff hanging off of her.
That's what we see.
That's what you see. Theo's the only one that sees the old hag, basically.
She have any metal on her at all?
She does not.
Garrett's gonna get between them and like cut off Theo's glare. Like,
Oh,
let's
she's
let-
dodging around him.
Theo, we shouldn't fuck with this.
She's dodging around him.
I think we already fucked with
Sure.
this.
Does
Yes.
Garrett have any daggers on him?
Yeah, he does. Or he has
She's gonna
his
take one of his daggers.
Oh, God.
yeah, he has daggers. He has 2.
Cool.
Theo.
Not stealing one of his daggers. Her plan is to plunge it into the back of this woman and then launch her up towards the ceiling.
Jeez.
Garrett's gonna try and stop her and like grapple her.
Go for the base of the skull. Wait, what?
Wally, not helping.
Ah!
Yeah, Garrett's gonna try and pull Theo back.
Is anyone else looking around to see what's going on? Try to prevent this?
Nah.
Okay.
Ember's still kind of struggling with words.
Okay. I need a athletics and acrobatics check again to see if Garrett has what it takes to stop Theo from.
I was gonna say Wally barely did, so good luck.
All right.
So, I mean, would you like an attack roll?
I would like an attack roll because I actually have her stats here. So
Can I just use one of my dagger attacks, even though they're +1?
yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Are people watching this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as Theo is rushing over there, though, she's not going to totally break cover. She is going to call out a hag to arms as she tries to plunge this dagger into the back of this woman's neck.
Holy fuck.
Huh. Okay. Two things. Roll for damage, and I need a persuasion check.
Or intimidation? Intimidation. Persuasion?
She hasn't blown her cover to anybody else except for Theo. So what
It
everybody
looks
else would
crazy.
see would be Theo just attacking a random person. Okay.
Damn.
Well, the dagger's in her. You can do whatever you want with that until the guards come.
Garrett's gonna cast darkness.
Okay. Wow, there's gonna be some people inside a dwarven jail. This is gonna be fun.
God damn it. Yep. Garrett's gonna run in, cast darkness.
Theo is, yeah, like sticking her to the ceiling with his dagger.
Okay. Yeah, just gonna add another like 2d10 onto that damage. Cool.
Garrett can see in magical darkness. So he's going to pull Theo out of the darkness with him.
Okay. You're gonna
And lead her
resist?
out.
Within this darkness, before Garrett starts pulling her away, is there any indication of what this woman that she's now pinned to the ceiling is doing?
She is going to attempt to play her part. She's not going to attack anyone. So she's, help! Get this crazy woman away from me! She just slammed me to the ceiling! Help! Basically, that's what she's doing.
Okay. Yeah, I think Theo would let Garrett pull her away.
Okay.
She's not happy about it, though.
You're just going to hold your concentration and keeping her up there?
Yeah.
Okay. So as soon as you come out of the darkness, you see two heavily armored dwarves with large axes. Theo, you can notice that this metal is adamantite armor. All right, you two. You've caused enough trouble here.
Wait.
She
This is
started
easily-
it.
This is easily explainable. Officer. Common misunderstanding. Bidding gets very competitive. You know how it is.
She turned me into a cat to try to cheat.
Give me persuasion with advantage, one of you.
Okay. Ree, is it okay if I do it, Ree?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Well, let her down and don't let it happen again. Let's not get any. Don't make us take your weapons away from you.
Absolutely. Totally understandable. So sorry about that. We just got too competitive. We'll take care of it.
See what you do, or else we'll throw you out.
Of course.
And they both walk away. The one of them kind of like does like the "I'm watching you" towards Theo.
She flips him off.
See, seems like he doesn't
Theo,
really
you're
have an issue with it.
Carrot leaves the darkness up for a little longer. You can drop her.
Not a cat. Sorry.
Please.
Against the rules.
Theo.
She turned me into a fucking cat.
She did, and we're almost going to be kicked out, and then we don't get a chance at the chest plate.
We'll just find a different way.
We can't.
I mean, whoever
Please.
buys it, we can just kill them.
That's last resort.
I don't know. It's feeling like a good option to me.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Please. I don't like saying please.
Will you at least lower the darkness?
He drops it.
She just pulls on the knife and lets the lady drop to the floor.
Okay, I'm gonna drop another
You
2
said put her down.
d6 under her health.
Fair.
Plunk.
I never said how or gently or anything
You
like that.
didn't.
Can I have my dagger back?
No.
I don't think you should have one.
I've got mine. This one's just easier for me to use.
Why? I get why you stabbed her, but god damn it. Please make less witnesses like next time. Or, you know, plan for later and not immediate revenge.
Mm,
Less likely to get caught, less likely to get kicked out. More than half the people here saw it.
good. Maybe they'll be afraid of me now.
They will. Or they
Good.
might try and frame us for something else, and they could be believed then.
Hmm. I'm not giving the dagger back, and I'm not apologizing for it. I don't know why you keep glaring at me like that.
I'm not glaring.
Mm-mm.
I'm frustrated.
Hey, you're the one that wanted to be with me.
I do. It's more frustration that you're not wrong. I just don't like the way you went about it.
Well, that is kind of a you problem. Can't really help you there.
Is it?
Kind of.
You didn't see the problem with any of this?
No. Maybe
Right.
if I'd kept her on the ceiling, she would have revealed herself for what she is.
What is she?
Well, looked like a hag of some kind.
She looked like a perfectly normal old woman.
Yeah, well, she's not.
Well, she clearly has magic if she can turn you into a cat.
Mm-hmm. Why is nobody questioning that?
Oh, I'm
Why are we
Nope.
questioning my actions and not the actions that put me in the situation? Just saying.
There are better ways of getting revenge. Just know that, alright? I'm glad you're not a cat anymore, though you were adorable. Trying to maul Wally.
Theo, give me a perception check.
Perception.
Oh.
Guilt that tracks. She's just kind of glaring at Garrett right now.
All right, never mind then.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
I don't need or want an apology from you.
Alright. Can we continue on, or would you like to
Yeah.
have another go?
Oh. I thought we were splitting up and doing our own thing.
Yeah, thanks for helping me, guys.
Garrett just keeps watching Theo.
She's just gonna turn around and go back into the crowd, find someone else to pickpocket.
All right.
Crazy woman.
Hey, you
Heard
fell
that.
for her.
It's not wrong. All right. Wally, how
All
are
right.
your arms? They
Ah,
recovered.
so they'll be fine as long as they don't get infected.
All right, I'm just not gonna talk to people. I'll look around and look at stuff, but and keep my eyes open for things. But I'm not gonna talk to nobody. It went bad last time.
I don't think talking to people's a bad thing, though.
No, but apparently I can't lie. So
You don't have to. Just have truths.
can't
Tell
think
them
that
only.
fast.
Yes, you can.
Mm,
Half truths are the only way to go about things. You give them a
Hey.
little bit of the truth, and they will believe you because you're saying part of the truth.
And I tried, and then she asked me further questions, and then my brain stopped working.
Would you like to come with me and I'll show you how to do it?
Mm, sure.
All right. Who was the person that Garrett was it? Freya Coldhammer that we talked to, that Garrett talked to get the invitations.
You talked to Bardrick himself.
We talked to somebody else though in that room.
Maybe
I
it
think
was.
Freya was the one that gave you the date idea, right?
Yes, that's who I want to talk to.
Yeah, that would be Freya. Yeah, sorry.
Yes. Garrett's gonna go try and find her in this crowd.
She's not too hard to find. She's kind of watching people. She noticed your guys' stuff all happen.
Oh, great.
Well, there's not a lot of people that did not see what happened around here. Yeah.
Hello. I just wanted to personally thank you for your help yesterday.
Did everything work out for you?
Oh, it worked out wonderfully.
So, what was all that all about?
Oh, just some misunderstanding about bidding and all that. Words were said, and you know, it can get competitive.
Normally, these type of things get kind of competitive and can come to blows, but blood has never been spilt.
Well, you know, things happen. Oh, I'm sure blood has been spilled. You can punch somebody well enough and bleed, but you know.
Usually, items our foreign objects are never introduced.
My apologies.
Just try to keep your friend from causing too many bloodbaths.
I will try.
Yeah, we'll see how that works.
There's no. Never mind. Thank you, though. I just wanted to thank you for that. And are these all the items that are up for bidding, or when do we get to see them at the dinner tonight?
Oh, you're talking about the higher items.
Yes, of course.
That won't be until tomorrow. We'll have another viewing time, and then you'll be able to, another dinner on top of that, and then once that's over, the bidding will start. So
My, many dinners then.
it's a dwarven tradition to kind of keep your guests well fed.
Well fed and well inebriated too.
Well, it helps coins moving.
I've been told. So I was just wondering. We were discussing yesterday about my friend finding some armor. I don't see anything in the common denominations. Do you know where we could find some of that adamantite type armor that the guards were wearing? Is there a retailer down here, or?
Give me a persuasion check. Okay. Well, there's gonna be a couple of armors for sale on the more higher price, or there's gonna be a armor for sale on the higher price thing. I think it's like a bronze or mithril, or I'm not exactly sure what it is. It's a little bit more. It has some highly involved enchants on it.
Ooh, sounds interesting.
My father's kind of a collector.
Oh, that's wonderful. Ember is somewhat of a collector of fine daggers. She's just starting her collection, of course. Isn't that right, Ember?
Yeah, I've got some pretty cool ones so far.
Well, I don't know anything about all that kind of stuff. I'm more down to earth, and I wish my father was too. Sorry.
Head in the clouds type, I'm guessing.
More or less getting us in, or getting the family in trouble with his spending.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We were
Hey.
staying down farther in the caverns, and we saw some of the houses and businesses down that way.
Yeah, this sprucing this area up was his idea to kind of help foster big spenders.
Better public image.
Indeed.
How long has this been going on, if you don't mind me asking? It's tough having family members that don't understand, don't see reason. I know what that's like.
Since my family fell into debt with some people a few years back, or could be centuries, I'm not 100% sure. I live a long time down here, and I don't tend to keep track of how long we've been down the dumps. Long enough,
Too long.
indeed.
Always too long. Debt collectors, then. Is that what this is going to help pay, I hope?
Some of it.
Good, good. We'll be sure to bid high then. We want to help where we can. Maybe we could bid a few people up. Are there any high bidders that you guys particularly have an eye on? Impressing?
Well, my father invited all these people. I may be next in line to the clan, but I don't know any of these people that he's invited.
He doesn't tell you. Well,
He
that's
and sh-
unfortunate.
well, him and his lawyer did all this inviting, so
Ah. And who's his lawyer again? I'm sorry. He mentioned it yesterday, but
Hilda, she kind of like does a shorthand, like pointing that guy in the corner.
well,
I'm sure she means well, but there's times where I wish she wouldn't be part of my family's, well,
it gets you in trouble. Or the whole.
I think she has her own plans, and I don't think she's right for the family, but my father will not listen to me.
You should. You're bright. Wonderful woman.
You should go tell him that then.
I shall. I shall. Well, if there's any way we can help, just reach out. I know that whole incident doesn't look good, but we do mean well.
Yeah, just try to keep it more subtle and maybe less violent would be very helpful.
Absolutely.
I don't want anybody being scared away because of some putty with a knife going all stabby stabby happiness with it.
She's a wonderful woman.
I'm sure she is. It's just I don't want to lose our maybe one last chance of gaining our family's fortune again.
Understood. Well, if you'll excuse us, we're gonna go continue looking around, and we will see you at the dinner.
Of course.
Wonderful.
Theo, what are you doing? Or who are you trying to scam next?
Actually, I think Theo has probably just picked a place against a wall and has been standing there with her arms crossed, glaring at people.
Everybody's been kind of giving you a wide berth after the whole stabbing incident. Except for one. The half elf kind of wanders over to you and kind of leans up against the wall beside you.
She just like slowly looks over at him, raises an eyebrow.
Yeah.
Her.
Yep. So, why would you yell Hag when you taught Lady Tabitha her lesson?
Because she turned me into a cat, and then I can now see her for what she is.
I didn't care for her last night when I was talking to her. She seemed a little bit on the fishy side.
Okay.
So what brings you here?
She just gestures to the party in the auction.
Well, do you know someone? Do you know Barak before this? Or there was another reason that you've heard about the auction? I know they're famous, but I don't think they're... Well, I don't want to assume where you've been and where you've come from.
well, we were traders heading this direction, so they're known to us.
Did you bring any goods to sell in the hall?
Not this time. We offloaded in one of our other cities, so we're here to obtain new ones.
Well, you best stay away from the desert. There's a nasty rumor around that there's a blue dragon flying, making a mess.
That is unfortunate.
One
Anyone
traveler has to.
spotted it?
Those who haven't really lived long enough to tell the tale. At least that's what I've heard.
And what about you? What's brought you here besides the auction and the party?
Give me a persuasion check. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, isn't it? Back and forth the persuasions. Ooh, damn! I forgot you guys actually have charisma. I'm kind of investigating a debt collector. Or
Like a specific person you're investigating?
I'm investigating Bardrick. He owes a lot of money to some unsavory people. And I'm kind of wondering why and how.
Wow. I mean, the why and the how is probably because he likes expensive things and doesn't know how to say no, but what sort of shady people does he owe money to?
Was it 21? Have you ever heard of the group called the Zetirum?
Ree doesn't remember, have I? That sounds familiar.
You probably heard from another campaign. You can give me a history check.
Okay. Theo just shrugs.
You know that they are questionable, I guess is the best way that in their tradings and dealings. But that's about all you know.
Is that important?
Not necessarily. But it could be if it's causing more harm than good.
Well, that sounds like a riddle.
I suppose it does, doesn't it? Well, if you need any more assistance or need somebody to hold down Lady Tabitha next time, I can maybe assist.
Thanks, I guess.
No problem. And probably don't. Well, I guess you can just do you. I don't want to be the one to spoil your fun. She kind of unleans from the wall and kind of starts walking away.
Theo just glares at her back like, what the fuck's that mean?
Anyone else you guys want to talk to?
No, Wally's seems content with just people watching.
Okay. Okay. I guess we can end this part of the auction part. Anything you guys really want to buy or nothing? Or you just gotta want to wait?
Yeah, I
Wait.
think Theo is waiting.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna try to be the high spenders. All right, cool.
Mhm.
All right. The auction ends. All items were sold. Some of them went for a decent price, but they weren't what you're looking for, so. Sorry,
Do
I
any
keep
of them look pleased of the coal hammers? With how that went, or do they look somewhat disappointed?
Give me an insight check. Barrick doesn't look like he. It looks like he's hoping that the magical items will sell a lot better than what these did, but he knew this wasn't going to. This was kind of like a teaser for people. So I think out of the cool hammers, he's the only one that's kind of easier to read because he's got he seems worried. So
Got it.
next we'll go to the dinner
Dress up.
if you want to. You guys can go
Hell
back to your
yeah.
little house that you guys are getting used, and dress up if you want to.
We went shopping for things last time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, you have some good clothes, I believe. You bought some at some time, I remember that. And I think Theo sewed her own outfit. All right. As soon as you guys get dressed up and you're brought to another part of the hall into more of the Coal Hammer estate. It's a little less run down, but still run down as you can see. You go into the dining room. There's a fine spread laid out for you on this grand dining table. Fine wines, roasted boar, pearl barley, which I'm not exactly sure what that is. Charred groundnuts and steamed vegetables. As you take a seat, Barrick stands from his wooden throne at the head of the table. Thank you all for coming to my auction today and attending the next days, next in the few days' time. As I'm sure you already know, tomorrow is reserved for viewing the items. And the following day is bidding. The bidding shall begin. So let's toast the good company and deep pockets. You guys do notice that Father Talcrown is not at the table. And Tabitha Fairhall is also not at the table.
Is there empty seats where they would
Yeah,
be?
there's empty seats where they would be. You can see Hilda kind of lean over and kind of talk towards Coldhammer. If anyone wants to listen in, you guys can with a perception check.
Garrett will try.
Okay.
God damn.
Oh, fuck.
Anyone else? Someone? Anyone?
Just those two?
Oh, we're listening in? Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfuck.
Okay. Ember and Theo. You can hear her say, Tabitha is running a little bit late. She apologized. Mr. Tallcrown has taken a oath of hunger, so he will not be joining us tonight. You can see on Baldrick's face is kind of like somewhat frustrated, but he tries to school it back to like a happy, everything's all right look as soon as he could. Anything you guys want to do during the meal?
Garrett, because I'm guessing they get like a glass of wine.
Yeah.
Garrett would slide his glass over to Theo, knowing that she's probably gonna take it anyway.
Not, she ignores it.
Wine not to your taste. There, Master Garrett.
Oh, I just don't like drinking before a big day. Keeps my head clear.
Would you rather have a different refreshment?
No, I'm quite all right, thank you.
Wouldn't be a bother.
No, it's quite all right. I'm quite content, thank you. How do you think the dinner's going so far?
It should be fine. Everyone seems to dig the meal.
Oh, that's a good one. Haven't heard that one.
It's an old dwarven joke.
Oh. A classic then. Good, good.
Yes. About halfway through the meal, you see Tabitha like rush in, looking kind of flustered. I'm sorry I'm being late. I had issues that I had to deal with. And then she kind of just like sits down and just like buries her head in the food, like not physically, but starts digging, eating. Like,
Theo just glares at her.
Can Garrett do an
What?
insight check?
Couldn't pull the
Sure.
magic zipper up.
you don't tell anything, or you can't tell that thing that seems a little off on her excuse. It's a little vague, but
Okay. Still no sign of the other one, though.
nope, he doesn't show up.
I think Garrett would just keep a close eye on Tabitha after what Theo had said. He can't see it yet, but he's like, I don't think she would lie about something like that. So he's just like, okay, if one of us thinks something's off, kind of a thought.
Okay. Anything you guys want to do besides going to bed after the meal? Unless it's something you want to do during the meal, but
I think Theo is good. Let me just check my medals. Theo might try to make a couple more vials of bronze, but I think that's all she's got.
okay. Are you guys all going to bed, or do you guys, knowing that you may have made an enemy, are you guys going to do watches?
Garrett's gonna put an alarm glyph at their door
Okay.
and at the ground floor windows.
All right. Just send up alarm glyphs then.
Yeah, to make like so they would
Yeah.
be woken. Someone tried to come in.
All right. I will give you guys a long rest if that's all you guys want to do. Theo, you said you're making some stuff?
Yeah. Would you like a metallurgy check for that?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Ooh.
It's not a failure. And you don't get as much as you planned on making done. You're still kind of frustrated a little bit, I think, with the way you were treated and how Lady Tabitha just kind of walked away scot free from turning you into a cat. All right. As you guys all lay down and go to sleep, around midnight, I need you all give me a perception check. I could go with your passive technically, but I think this would be more fun. See if you fail or rise above it.
Oh shit, we did
Okay.
nice rolls.
Theo and Wally, you're really actually the only ones that hear it first. Do you hear somebody walking on the street outside your house? Not technically going towards your house, but walking outside your street. You gonna take a look?
Peek out the window or what?
If you want.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the higher level, or one of the guests you see walking out, you see the human, one of the human males walk out. You kind of recognize him being introduced as Nazim Albrad. I'll see if I put name in there.
Nazim Abood?
Yeah, Nazim Abood. Sorry.
Something like that. I don't know.
That's better than what mine was. Sounds about more correct. In the house across from yours, you also see the other human male. Sabson. Sustain Calport or Craigport.
Sebastian?
Is it Sebastian? Oh yeah, you're right. Sebastian Craigport. I misspelled that. It's a B instead of a V. Whoops. Sebastian Craigport. He's walking on the backside of his house, and I say with Theo's 23, you can see that he kind of slowly clips some flowers off as he's walking, but he kind of does it really subtly.
Can she tell what kind of plant it is from here?
Let me see if I. It tells me the plant. Give me a second here. Midnight Moon Glove. Yeah, Midnight Moon Glove is what the plant is. You know it as it can be used for sleeping. As a sleeping agent, but it also can be used as, if enough of it is introduced or mixed with certain things, it could also be used as a poison. So, you see both of them walk towards the stables.
Are they walking together?
The one, Nazim goes there first, and he kind of goes inside the stables. Sebastian shows up later and goes inside. So it's like a 15-minute difference between the two of them.
Do we see Nazim leave before Sebastian goes in there?
Nope, they're both in there.
And Sebastian was the one that grabbed the poisonous flowers?
Yes.
Well, someone's getting poisoned.
Are you waking any of the others up?
She just shrugs at Wally, states that, and then goes back to trying to brew her potions or her metals.
About 30 minutes later, they both walk out and they go their separate ways. You're able to see Nazim go back to his place, and you see Sebastian go to the back door of his place again, but it's unclear if he actually goes in. But other than that, you guys can have a long rest. Whoop, wrong button. And you wake up to a new day.
What was on the docket today?
Well, I don't think anyone should eat or drink anything at this auction. Just saying.
What?
Cause if someone's not already been poisoned to death, that's probably
Somebody
the
will be.
plot.
How do you know this?
Oh, well, saw some dude last night. Put some flowers. Had a little quickie in the barn. I don't know if either one of them is dead yet, but if they're not, they're probably poisoning someone at the auction today.
I
So.
didn't see the quickie.
Well, I can only assume.
Oh,
Okay. Are they. I guess who were they?
The dudes.
Dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't investigate?
No.
Okay. So someone's getting poisoned.
Presumably.
With what?
The flower.
Okay.
Usually it's some sort of sleep medication, but concentrated amounts. No
So
more
it would
than that.
Okay, so it'd need to be a lot.
I said concentrated amounts, not a lot.
Concentrated amounts. Okay. So just don't drink anything that's not from our water skins?
And don't eat anything.
And don't eat anything. We're going to a dinner tonight, though. Isn't that going to
Okay.
look suspicious?
Probably.
Someone gets poisoned, we're not the ones eating or drinking anything. Where did they go?
The barn. She'll point in the direction.
Barn. All right. Huh. Well, I guess we'll just be careful then. Thanks for the heads up.
You're acting like you want to go look at the barn.
I do kind of want to go look, yes.
Then go look at the barn.
Do you want to come with?
No.
All right. Garrett's gonna go look at the barn. And if anyone wants to come with him, he would be okay with that.
Wally will go with.
Okay. Yeah, you can come out and go to the stables. What are you looking for?
I guess any trace of dead things? Like, is there dead mice anywhere? Or dead horses?
No, all the animals seem fine. I mean, there's probably a couple that got smushed by a horse, but like mice, as far as that goes. But outside of that, no.
We can look around and see if they left a note or a bag or something.
Give me an investigation check. Looking around, even thoroughly as you do, you don't see much. I mean, it's a high traffic area as well, so there's not a lot of like there's a lot of footprints in here, so it can't really go by, oh, there's, and most of it's like stone or cobblestone anyway, so it's kind of hard to tell who's been through here. But there's no like, there doesn't seem like there's anything wrong here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can go back to the house. Thanks, Wally.
Yeah.
Makes me unsettled. We didn't find anything in the barn. So,
Congratulations.
right. Do we have a plan for the auction or just go for it?
Well, it's been pointed out to me that subtlety is not my strong suit, so I don't know. If you have any ideas, go for it.
I didn't say you.
She
I
just
didn't-
gives him a look like, mm-hmm.
You have the ability to, obviously, because you're great at pickpocketing and all that. And burning down the establishment and burning that one guy and killing him to death. That was subtle-ish. You are capable of it.
I think setting a lot of buildings on fire is like the exact opposite of subtle.
You didn't get caught. You didn't do it in broad, like,
Not
You
getting
didn't-
caught and not being subtle are two completely different things.
that's fair.
I mean, there's not really much that we can really plan to do today anyway. It's viewing only. We're not bidding today.
Find out where they store it.
Are you suggesting we steal it?
I'm suggesting we keep that option open.
Were we not just having a lecture about subtlety?
That it can be subtle.
Stealing a magical artifact
Subtly.
right before an auction?
Subtly.
I don't think that word means what you think it does.
Probably using it in the wrong context, probably.
Uh-huh, I think so too.
Maybe I'm not good at words either. Or math.
Then it's gonna be. Then you're not good at mud.
Some things I'm good at.
Name one.
God, you're a cunt.
I don't want to see where this goes.
Garrett just
Amber.
stays quiet.
Fucking Christ.
Would you want to say Theo?
So now that we've established that Garrett is not good at everything,
Oh god.
Or
Or
anything,
anything.
apparently.
Or anything, yeah.
you know, just completely demoralize him,
Mm-hmm.
even though he drank from the nitwit juice yesterday.
Yep.
Shall we go view some stupid artifacts, I guess? Your Majesty? Would you like to take point?
Nope. I just had to make sure I had clarification. I wasn't trying to be.
I don't
mean.
think that word means what you think it means either.
Everyone's all discombobulated.
Alright, Wally knows what words mean.
I read.
Shall we go?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys go, we're going to go on our 15-minute break, I think.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, wait. Do I not have
Oh,
that button
God.
anymore? we're back from break. As you guys head towards the items and the exhibits, you're invited into a large chamber lined with engraved wood panels, separated by a floor, the ceiling leaded windows. Spaced throughout the chamber are 5 glass cases, each of which contains a spectacular item and a plaque that describes the history and function. Mistress Forgeborn strolls around the room, chatting with other guests and regaling stories of her days as an auctioneer. Standing in the far corners of the room, watching watching the proceedings intently are a pair of armed dwarves. Their faces are set in a stern vigilance.
Are they the same ones we saw yesterday?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
As you wander into the room are you going to just go look at the items?
Is there a particular item that looks like it's getting more attention than the others?
They're all kind of getting a fair bit about the same amount of attention. Yeah. They're all getting about the same amount of attention. I think. So I'll just kind of go through and kind of describe what is there, and if you want more information on what that item actually is, we can go into it. But there is a glamored, studded leather armor. There is some goggles with some green tint to them, like goggles of night. There is a necklace of prayer beads, a ring, and then on the plaque says ring of protection, and a wand of missiles, of magic missiles.
Do we want to go together or split up? Does it matter?
I mean, we might as well go all together. I mean, we're here together.
Yeah, I
Everyone
vote we
knows
stay
that we're here
together.
together.
That's true. I don't think we should go to the armor first.
Good.
The ones that look interested in, is there a certain thing you guys are kind of heading towards to look at?
What's the item next to the armor?
I'm gonna go with the goggles of night.
Garrett will head towards that.
Theo and Wally, these two are the ones that you saw last night, standing right beside the goggles of night.
Should we pull the other party members aside and just kind of say, be careful? Anything that these two have anything to do with? In case they touch something or God knows what.
You're muted. If you're talking.
I'm not saying anything.
Oh, sorry.
Was that a question directed at me, or did
Well-
Wally do that?
Just like just kind of wondering out loud, maybe we should say something to the other two, like maybe be careful handling anything that these guys handle. I don't know. How is this poison administered? Can it be like through touch, through liquid, ingestion kind of thing?
It's usually ingestion.
Mm,
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I guess just don't eat or drink anything they offer you.
Yep.
That sort of thing, I guess.
Good to know.
Noted. Do they look overly happy or like looking around over their shoulders a lot, or
Or have that creepy, overly friendly vibe.
do they have a mustache they're twirling?
Whoa.
Are they
Whoa, like-
holding hands?
They're not holding. They're more along the lines of looking at the item and like talking about it and like reading the description. Um, you kind of hear him like, oh, well, this is kind of ironic. The person who created these goggles died by something that was notoriously known to have poor dark vision. What a interesting way to die. I've heard of some crazier things happening. Surprised that they were able, the Coalhammers were able to keep the goggles after finding the body, though.
Rising like poison?
What was that? Sorry. This as a DM, what'd you say? You had your mouth full.
She said surprising as in poison. And she just sidles up to them.
Oh.
No, not necessarily. I guess ironic or a kind of a thing where this wouldn't. I mean, she made goggles at night to be able to see in the dark and died from something that can't see in the dark. I guess it's just kind of sad. It's kind of weird that they put the story on the description, but I guess it gives a little bit of history.
What, you just said that you'd seen worse things.
Oh, I mean, you hear things and you sometimes see things like somebody going crazy and clawing their throat out for whatever reason.
That would
Or,
be
you know, just
That's quite specific.
falling asleep by accident, right?
I'm guessing your job probably involves a lot of weird things, so you probably see a lot.
Give me an intimidation roll.
Ooh.
One of you guys, I don't care who. You guys are kind of working together. You must be some well-traveled people. You kind of have you used poison in the past? Because you kind of have like a fixation on that.
We've just seen a lot.
I find it fascinating.
It's a horrible way to die. And
It very much is. You know, slow, painful. Some of them, anyway. I've even seen a person drink acid before.
Hmm.
Nasty business. It feels really personal almost. You know? I always hear about kings being assassinated by poison. It's almost always poison. Why is that? There's never a crossbow bolt between the eyes or something like that.
yeah, it depends on who's doing the killing. Most women take care of their opponents via poison. No offense.
Oh, none taken.
I wasn't saying no offense to you. I
You
mean,
just
do you?
slow turns to Garrett? Like, what the fuck?
Are, I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't realize.
It's Garrett.
With the, are you part dwarf?
What?
Well, with the beard. I mean,
What's wrong with the beard?
well, you just said that you were. When I you didn't make any offense to the women here. You said no offense. I mean, are you designating yourself as one?
I think he was just confused.
Yes.
My apologies. Just assuming again.
Oh, that's a big dangerous thing to do, you know. Assuming.
Theo's gonna walk away and go look at the armor.
You're on your own, Garrett.
God damn it. He's just like, I'm really having a shit day.
You interested in this piece as well?
The cuckolds, yes. Should go for a high price.
Probably not as high as you think.
Is there one you guys are particularly eyeing?
There's a couple I keep my eye on. Not as much here as I thought there would be, but I guess maybe the old man has sold off everything that's actually worthwhile. And this is just the
Oh.
dregs he has.
Has he had to sell off a lot? Has this happened often?
Not that I know of. I think this is the first time he's actually had a full-on auction like this. But you never know what goes beyond under the table.
Ah, of course. Hopefully there's nothing like that happening here. I'd like a fair shot at some of this. Wouldn't you agree?
Indeed. This would be the first time you heard Pasha talking. Pasha Nazim.
Oh.
Sorry.
Then he just suddenly became a lollipop.
No, I
Club
just
member.
like, okay.
Okay.
It came it was creepier on my end, okay?
It's okay. You're good. Right. Right. Well. Good luck at the auction.
You as well.
Thank you. He'll go over with everyone else to the armor.
Are you done embarrassing yourself?
Shut up. I don't want to hear it right now. Thank you.
But I feel like you need to hear it.
Don't
Oh boy.
say it. I think you
Well, If you
destroyed
feel
my
like
ego enough today.
identifying as female today, that's okay by me.
It's your
I
business.
swing both ways. I swing
Sure.
all ways.
Oh,
Wally just veers Ember a little further away from Garrett.
good to know, Theo. Is it, are all these things magical that you can see with your thing.
Thing, I'm concerned.
God damn.
Well, Theo has the thing.
The thing. Okay.
The
With
metal.
yes.
Hmm.
I didn't want to say it out loud, but yes, the metal thing.
She will start burning bronze to see if,
Special vision.
yeah.
Everything
Look
here
at this
is
special eye.
magical.
Ooh.
Yep. Pretty much.
Well, at least we know they're not. These aren't decoys, right?
Well, just because they're not decoys doesn't mean I can't tell what kind of magic. Be something completely different than what's on the plaque.
That is true. What's the description of this chest plate?
So the description is just a +1. And you can use a bonus action to make it look shiny. The story behind it, if you want to know that, I can tell you that too.
Shiny. Yeah, go ahead.
The gnomish armor, this is a gnomish construction and was bequeathed to the Coalhammer family by infamous Twitchy Fingers, a rock gnome thief who stole a shipment of gemstones from the family mine. By the time of his death, he renounced his previous career as a thief and tried to undo all his any of harm done, and any harm that he did as a younger gnome. I couldn't even read that. Wow.
Barrett reads all of that aloud.
So he got soft.
Twitchy fingers got soft.
Does this in any way match the description of the armor we're looking for?
It does not.
I was gonna say, because we're looking for dwarven dragon scale mail.
Mm-hmm. And you don't see any bronze scale mail sitting here.
Well, I guess we're robbing a vault.
That's odd.
What's odd?
Well, they were just saying that this is the first time they've actually been selling stuff out from their vault. So the fact that that is not a part of it feels odd to me. Wouldn't you
Maybe
want
they
to?
want to hold on to it.
Right, but if they're in severe debt, at least that's what his daughters told me. They are severely in debt.
Wow.
Like creditors are coming to pick up stuff, kind of debt. This is kind of like their
Maybe-
last shot.
Maybe they're selling off the little things, hoping that they can get enough to hype it up enough to keep the good stuff for later.
Maybe. Or maybe they're doing some other trading that we don't know about. Maybe this isn't the full auction, and we just didn't get invited to the other part.
The black market part.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want to do about that?
I don't know. What do you think we should do about it?
Well, I could threaten to stab them.
That is an
Always
option.
effective.
It's the way I do it.
Well, you don't have a tendency to miss. Though, we do need to figure out if it's actually in that vault or not.
And if we find out if it is, then why not just rob it?
That's what I'm thinking. But we have to make sure it's there before we break in, because, you know, it's kind of all or nothing, I think.
Or
Right.
we just break in, see if it's in there. If it's not, we take everything else.
True. Where are those guards standing right now?
There's 2 in each corner. So there's actually more than just the 2 you've seen before. Not all of them are as heavily armed or armored. But could give you a bad day if you do things.
Mm-hmm. We could... Well, if there's going to be a poisoning, that would cause a bit of chaos enough for us to get it, right?
Maybe, but you and Wally just said that you like and aren't interested in poisonings, so.
Right. Well, blew that one.
Mm.
Oh,
As you guys are kind of finishing up with your looking at the exhibit itself, Gertrude Coldhammer walks up to you. Fairy Eve, fine guess. Of the Coldhammers, I must apologize for my late arrival. I've been awfully busy. We are planning on having another dinner tonight. And we'd like for you to actually join us in our own home as a special guest.
us.
We're kind of inviting everybody that needs to be. They plan on partaking in the auction tomorrow, basically.
Right.
We have enough rooms for everybody in the house here.
We'll stay here.
Of course.
Wonderful. Well, just tell us the time and we'll be there.
I mean, the dinner will be served after a while here. You can finish up here and go freshen up from your other plate, the townhouse that you were given temporarily. And if you want to bring your stuff back here, you can. If not, you can leave it inside the townhouse. If you're not going to be having anyone going in there, maybe some people to go in to clean up if you would want that. But yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you for letting us know. Question. Is this all of the items, or is there going to be a special presentation of another?
No, these are all the items that my father has willed to be sold.
Understood. Thank you so much. They're great items.
They are, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of history of these items in our family.
Do you have a favorite?
I think the necklace of prayer beads is probably my favorite.
good story behind that, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he was forged by the Faith Master Morden. He was visiting the Kohlhammer family over 12 centuries ago and gave the prayer beads to my great, 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 well, to the Kohlhammer family. Our Kohlhammer family back then. Sorry.
That was quite a long time ago. That's quite an old item.
Yeah, we try to keep everything as pristine as we possibly can. Like I said, there's a lot of history in most of these items. Actually, all of them.
Can Theo insight check that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If I can find the button. Neat.
She's not really good at hiding it, but not all of them have a long history to it, or mean a lot to the Kohlhammers.
Mm-hmm.
Garrett's definitely getting the vibe that this family is just a bunch of hoarders of magical items at this point. Like, oh, okay. Well, we will be at the dinner tonight. Thank you for the invite. We will be sure to go thoroughly look through everything. We appreciate you having us.
And we appreciate you being here. And she kind of like does a little curtsy and walks off.
Theo just scowls.
I don't like this. Is Tall Crown here?
Yeah, he is. He kind of hovers around the shit, which one is it? He kind of bounces between the necklace of prayer beads and the ring of protection, but he really has his eyes on the prayer beads. It seems.
Do we want to go see if any other items, or are we?
What do you mean? Are you suggesting we go find the vault?
I. Oh. Yes? No? We don't know.
Do we even know where it is?
No.
Well, that's kind of a problem.
Slight. Yeah, just a small problem. Are there any of these items that we would want? I mean, the Ring of Protection's always, I think, a good thing to have.
Kind of want to just buy them all just so nobody else can have them.
You know, I kind of like that idea. I don't know if we have enough money to do that. But we could try. Wally, Ember, what do you two think?
That works for me.
Mm-hmm.
The one dude seems a little too preoccupied with that necklace, though.
Mm-hmm. He missed the dinner last night.
Mhm. And
It seemed to bother Coolhammer a little bit that he was not there. That's all.
isn't he the vampire one?
Or is it the thumb one?
Tall Crown is thumbs. You actually haven't talked to Dimitri yet. Or thumbs, but I don't know if you want to.
Maybe he only eats the souls of virgins or something.
Well, we're all safe.
What?
Yeah, it's
Huh?
just Ember we have to worry about.
What?
Didn't Ember have a thing with that ship captain?
Oh, that's right.
Ah, yes, my captain.
Oh, Captain, my
God.
I miss
Captain.
him so.
Oh,
Does
yes.
anyone have any proof of that?
Hey!
Why do you think she smells like the sea?
God.
Hey!
I'm sorry. That was too far.
DM, get out of here.
Mute yourself. No.
There's just so many ways that joke could be good.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know, it's so bad. I
Absolutely.
hate it.
It's amazing. Uh,
Do we dare ask anyone where these items are stored?
well, the lawyer lady looks a little chatty. Could maybe get her to talk a lot. Maybe she won't know any better.
She's a lawyer.
She's also chatty Cathy.
Alright, go flirt.
Not gonna go flirt.
Getting permission from your girlfriend to go flirt, that's
I'm not his girlfriend.
okay. Whatever you say.
We slept together once. Not his girlfriend.
Okay. Don't need to convince me.
Right, so lawyer.
Have fun with that.
Does Theo look jealous?
No.
Okay.
Insight check.
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
Oh.
No, she does not look jealous. She looks distracted.
Everything okay?
Hmm?
You good?
Yes?
Alright. Just checking. Alright.
Go flirt
Lawyer.
with a lawyer.
Right. Yes, flirt, lawyer. Got it. Yeah. So Hilda Forgeborn?
Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Hi. We were just, wondering if you had any more information on that chest plate over there.
I believe I put all the information that we were able to scribe from it on there. And what was in the Coalhammer archives. But what would you like to know?
Well, we've heard that you are almost a historian of sorts for a lot of these items. I heard you talking earlier about how you were, oh, what's the word? Auctioneer for another family? Or something or other? You must have seen a lot of items in your day.
Yes, I mean, I'm the lead of this auction as well, but I can't be the auctioneer. It'd be a conflict of interest.
Of course, of course. I'm just curious. You must have. What's the most impressive item you've ever had to sell off at one of these auctions?
Oh, that's be pretty difficult to really say. I've had
I know.
I've seen some pretty unique items come across and be sold. There's also been some items that I've seen and have warned my clients that it would be best not to sell. So
There are some that should not be out in any hands, right?
that and the significance of what certain items are.
Oh, absolutely. Some things are priceless.
Or at least should be. I mean, everything's for sale for the right price.
That is very, very true. Well, I'm sure the coal hammers are in great hands with you. I have that. I have no doubt of that.
Um, I got nothing on that one. I'm sure they would be. Once this auction is all done and said and done, everything should be fine. Hopefully.
Insight check.
Sure.
God, Garrett.
She seems to be optimistic.
I heard whispers that this is the first auction the Coles Hammers have had. Is that true?
The first I know of it. You can give me a persuasion check. Damn. Yeah, that's the first one that at least I've been part of, or at least that I know of. I don't know if there's ever been anything else that has happened in the past.
I also heard mention of some under table dealings, potentially? How scandalous. Nothing like a little gossip to earn some more or loosen some coin purses. Don't you think?
I mean, there's been some bad deals made with Baldric. I'm sure he'll be able to get all that handled though before anything bad happens.
Oh, there is some dealings. Please do tell. I do love a bit of gossip.
Give me another persuasion check.
Come on, Garrett.
Well, the Coalhammer fell from grace trying to buy influence with within the Dwarven Council.
Oh. That didn't go well.
No, it did not. It ended very poorly. That's why partially why he's in the position that he's in.
What happened?
Well, I don't know all of it, but the bad people that he kind of got himself in debt to, well, they paid him to basically get him part of the council, at least get himself being a major part of the council. And it did not work out his way.
And now he owes it back. I'm assuming, right?
Indeed.
Ah. Tough business, that. What will happen if they don't get it taken care of?
There'll be some serious trouble for the family, or at least for Bedrick. Hopefully his family does not get pulled into this unpleasantness.
Oh, I sure hope.
He's already been ready for the worst, though. He's had me help write up his last will and testament, leaving everything to Freya.
Oh. He's not... He's being a little pessimistic then, isn't he? That's unfortunate. I know that I spoke with his daughter the other day, and she is worried, poor thing.
Yeah, Bedrick thinks that he can hide. That's weird.
It almost seems like your guys' internet kind of out a bit.
Yeah, I think I
did
need
get
to
that
do some
new-
changing on my side of things. We changed out to a new modem, and
Modem.
everything's been funky with it since then. Right. Sorry, I
It's okay.
wasn't paying attention to that last part.
He was basically asking, is there any way we can help? We offered help to his daughter, but seeing as she's not in the know, we may not be able to help as efficiently as if we got the information from her.
Well, hopefully, I mean, we can just make sure this auction goes off without a hitch. I know what's all on the original auction list, so hopefully nothing gets changed and we lose things.
Oh, this wasn't the original auction list.
No, this seems to be. Or this is everything. Why? Is there something that you were hoping that was going to be on this list?
Well, my friend over there, and he points out Wally, he was really hoping to find a chest plate that we had heard was rumored to be a part of the Coal Hammers. And the one that's on display is just not big enough for him, frankly. And definitely not his style. I don't think he can pull off the color purple.
Well, the Coal Hammers do have another chest plate, but it is not for sale. They do not wish to let go of their legacy.
Oh, understandable. I mean, that's a huge undertaking. I mean, the stories of these other items are just incredible. Especially those prayer beads.
They're not as incredible as what put the Coal Hammer name in history.
Oh, please do tell. What I'm assuming the chest plate you're just speaking of is the
Yes,
item
it's the bronze dragon chest. I mean, I don't know a whole lot. I've seen it. Bedrick would probably talk your ear off if you ever started talking to him about it, but he will not. He will
Sorry.
not sell it.
Shame that. Surely they must have it on display and show it proudly. It's part of their legacy.
It's in his office, I believe. At least it was last time. Maybe with all these new visitors, he maybe put it somewhere else, but I doubt it.
Well, it's on display somewhere, and that's what matters, right? Don't want it to get lost. But yes, I really hope this goes off without a hitch, and there's some pretty colorful individuals here.
Indeed. And your little group is part of that colorfulness.
We are, yes.
Especially what I saw yesterday.
Simple misunderstanding.
Well, let's hope they keep it that way.
Absolutely, I'm sure it will. There's no hard feelings on our end. Being turned into a cat and all is kind of an insult.
What is up with their ears, anyways? That's
They're perfectly fine.
it's not too rude to actually talk about them, are they?
You can certainly ask her if you'd like.
I think I'll pass and admire him from afar, especially out of arm's reach, or Dagger's reach.
Well, if you ever want to know, can just certainly ask. I'm sure she would love to talk about it.
I'm sure she probably would. Tell him about her scowl that she's staring at the back of your head.
That's normal. It's normal.
Oh, lovely. But I must get going. Have a good day.
Absolutely.
And I'll
You must
probably
be-
see you at the
thank
dinner.
you. Of course, thank you.
She kind of walks away from you.
Garrett walks back to the group. Well, I know where the armor is. It's not in a
Okay.
vault. It's in his office.
Okay.
And we're staying in his house tonight. And he will not be selling it.
So we're
But-
stealing it.
Yep. Probably. It sounds like there's some really, really shady shit going on. He owes a lot of money to some very bad people. And he's not in good standing with the Dwarven Council either here. Tried to buy his way in. So, I'm sure there's a lot of daggers pointed at him, in a way.
He has kind of seemed a little scared and twitchy.
Just a bit. What?
I could scare the shit out of him if you want.
We might have to.
See if he'll give us the plate.
How would you do that, if you don't mind me asking? Or is that going to be a surprise?
Well, no. I do kind of like the whole menacing, ghostly shadow at the end of your bed.
I can always give you invisibility.
I don't want to be invisible.
Well, you can use it until you get there.
That's true.
Make things a little easier. But it's in his office, so I'm sure it's locked away in there. So we'd have to either take the keys from him to an office, arrange a meeting with him in his office, or something.
Or pick the lock, or rip the door off its hinges.
Right. But at least we know it's not in a vault, so we don't have to open a vault.
Yeah, it would have been more fun.
It would have, but you know. Beggars can't be choosers.
Well,
Sure, there's more valuable stuff in his office.
so what should our means of retreat be?
Run like hell out the door.
I could probably still collapse ceilings.
You would be okay with that?
If I'm not under them, yeah.
Okay. Maybe not all of it. Just enough to block off a exit for us. Or to waylay them for a bit. I don't want to kill them all. They're not all horrible people.
What are we gonna do about this dinner, though? Because we can't eat any of the food.
Well,
Unless, do you think they're gonna try to kill him?
that's what I'm wondering. We could be fashionably late.
They'd still expect us to eat or drink something. I mean, I'm fine with just sitting there sullenly. I don't care if it looks like I'm rude. You guys are the ones with the senses of propriety.
Since you knew that was a poison, do you happen to know how to make an antidote, Thea?
Maybe. I don't know. Why would I make an antidote?
In case one of us accidentally ingests it?
I think that would almost be more suspicious. Maybe.
Just think of it as the last resort. If all things go to shit, then at least we're not poisoned.
I mean, I'd probably need more time.
Right, and we probably only have a couple hours.
Hmm.
Oh, I do have an antitoxin. I have one.
Oh yeah, that's from when
Yep.
Theo licked the floor and got cat ears.
Let's see. Well, I think we can fake eating, can't we? Right?
I'm not going to fake anything. I'm just not going to eat or drink. Then again, they all think that I'm some psycho, so you can just tell them it's part of my religion or something.
Maybe you should play with a dagger at the dinner table. That would certainly distract them from whatever we're doing.
I guess.
Intimidation, for sure. Whatever you want. But are we thinking then just meeting up and going to the office? Or we could look for it now?
I don't think we should be wandering around now.
But say we're trying to find our rooms for the night. We wanted to make sure that we were all together.
maybe.
Actually, I wonder if we could ask his daughter for a tour of the house.
It's not a bad idea. I like that idea more than us wandering around.
Then we'll get a good layout of the place.
Exactly.
Why not? Anyone else against? Perfect. Garrett's gonna go find the daughter again.
Freya is kind of over by 3, and they're just kind of standing together, looking at everybody. Yeah.
Oh, good, you're still here. I was wondering, so would it be possible, since we're staying the night here, if we got a little tour of the house? I don't want to get lost in the middle of the night or anything like that. Would that be okay?
Oh, Gertrude must have talked to you about that?
Yes, very yes.
Okay, good she didn't
Certainly
mess it
did.
up. Yeah, I could definitely do that, or
We figured it would be easier, just with us there, and you could just give us a tour while everyone else was here. We already got to look at all the items that we wanted, so.
oh yeah? Anything catch your fancy?
Oh, yes. Those prayer beads are pretty interesting. Good history behind them, from what I read.
Indeed.
After you.
Of course. Yeah. I have a little time before I am supposed to be in for the dinner stuff, so yeah, I can give you a quick walk around.
Much appreciated. Significant glance over to the rest of the party. Like, okay, let's go.
Can he be any less obvious?
Yes. Never mind.
She shows you around, she shows you throughout the whole house, all the rooms and stuff. She kind of has you kind of, she points out where the study is, or this door is always locked. Father doesn't let anyone in unless he particularly invites you in. So, and the way things are going right now, most likely that won't happen anytime soon.
That's unfortunate. Hilda was telling us that there's a remarkable piece of armor in there. She said the history behind it is legendary.
Oh, is that what's behind the family portrait? Oh,
Must
sorry.
be. That's what she was describing. Sorry, I'm a little bit of a stickler for history.
I wouldn't know. I've never gotten to see what our family created long ago.
Maybe someday you will.
That probably won't happen until my dad's long gone from this world.
Hopefully a long time from now.
Yeah, hopefully. These here are your rooms, and she comes down. She shows them. They're not actually far away from the study. I mean, they're still a ways away, but they're not that far away, comparable to, like, a lot of the other rooms. Three put in a good word and basically had Father move your guys' rooms here. So,
That's wonderful. Thank you, and make sure to thank 3 for us as well.
Oh my god, dude. Why running from the fucking
I definitely will. You've put, you've pretty much put new life in that old rust bucket. He's starting to seem like he's 100 or maybe 1,000 years younger. So, at least according to what he says.
That's Theo's handiwork.
She looks over at you, Theo. Thank you for doing that for him.
No one else was doing it.
If you're ever looking for some work, we could maybe. Well, maybe not, but I could probably find something for you eventually. Pay probably wouldn't be as good as what you're making now, at least not for a while, but there's always an option.
Thanks, I guess.
Sorry, that's rude. I'll leave you to it, and I'll see you guys at dinner, right?
Sounds wonderful. Thank you so much.
And she kind of, like, walks past you guys.
Well. Should we go look at the door?
Hmm. I think doing that would be a bad idea since you just expressed so much interest with the room.
Sorry.
Yeah, maybe we should kind of ignore it for a little bit.
Well, at least we know where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we're not wanted criminals already.
What, us criminals? Never.
Just a bit.
All right. We'll do the dinner here, and then I think I'll stop after that. All right.
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
Again, another fine spread is laid out before you on the grand dining tables. Pretty much the same food though as last time. A little bit different for steamed vegetables, but pretty much the same like stuff. Wait, did I read this wrong one? Oh, this is the wrong one. Hold on. Give me a second. Like, wait, that didn't work out right. As you guys are provided a lavish dinner, courtesy of Baldric, he stands up and I like to give us a mid-evening meal during during our meal tonight, I would like to give everyone a bit of music to listen to while we eat. You also notice that there is one empty chair again. Still Tall Crown is still not eating, basically. While the food is served and the music is playing, I'm going to give everybody 1d8 that they can spend on any skill checks from here until it's a one-use item. And it's going to last for an hour from the music that has been played.
Ooh. Got some good bards up in here.
Mm-hmm.
Inspiration.
Basically, when the food is pretty much done, everyone's had finished their meals. Father Talcrown shows up, and heads straight towards Tabitha, and they have kind of a heated discussion. If anyone wants to try to listen in on those two, you guys can.
Mm-hmm.
I need a perception check then. Oh boy. It seems to be too quiet for you two to actually hear what they're saying. So once their conversation is done and over with, they kind of break apart, and Tullhorn sits down and just kind of tries to calm himself down. As the evening goes on, Hilda has been hitting the drinks pretty hard and kind of leans over and starts talking to Gertrude. If anyone wants to listen on that, they can. I need a perception check from that.
Listening to all the conversations.
Or at least trying to.
Yeah.
Not with your rolls, you ain't.
Ugh.
Nope.
These are really high rolling wisdom checks I need. You guys ain't getting them. You guys don't hear anything. Ember, I guess you're the closest. I think I'm going to kind of give you a little bit. You basically hear Gertrude go, but why? I've been trying so hard to impress him, and he just... And that's it.
Oh, come on,
With
the drama.
With the 15, I can't give it to you. It's not high enough. Sorry.
Damn. Okay, question.
Little teasers.
Dimitri's the suspected vampire, correct?
Not suspected. He just doesn't care if people know that he's a vampire.
Okay, just wasn't sure if that had been confirmed or not. Can we see Dimitri and or what he's eating? Quote unquote.
He eats all the food that you guys been eating.
Alright. Can we see what's in his glass from where we are?
It seems like wine.
Okay, that was my only question.
Speaking of that, late in the evening, while Freya's pouring herself a drink at the main table, Dimitri approaches her and proposes her with a flirtatious and romantic, but not cohesive. He doesn't try to actually like forcibly coerce. There you go. I can't speak today. God. Try not to coerce her into anything. It appears that Freya might be interested until Bedrick notices the pair together, storms over and pushes Dimitri away from his daughter, shouts, "I can make you leave. But while you're in my... I can't make you leave, but while you're in my house, you will expect my family." Oh, you're a funny little dwarf. He kind of turns and walks away from Bedrick.
Well, if he can't have Freya,
Freya.
that's the word. I'm tempted to go talk to Dimitri,
No.
but
Garrett will lean over. When Theo and I were down in the private baths, he was down there and he came back with, or he was there with someone and came back alone.
that's slightly concerning. But
Slightly. Isn't that a little bit more than slightly?
I'm sorry. The vampire thing is just intriguing.
No.
I'm sorry.
Okay. You know what? It's your life.
He does not glitter. Okay.
Ember just smirks and sits back in her chair.
If you want,
Smart.
you can talk to the vampire. It's all
No.
fine, okay?
It's not like your books, Ember.
How would you know?
Because I read the titles of them.
But have you had an
Necromancer?
experience with a vampire?
Really?
Shut up.
That's
Don't
the
judge
title
me.
of one of them, by the way. It's just Necromancer. It's spelled like necromant. Yeah, it's really shitty.
I get it. I
shitty,
know.
shitty pun.
I'm aware. Thank you.
That's horrifying, just so you know. At least pick ones with better titles.
Don't judge a book by its title, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It has a very good plot.
Yeah, just like you're good at judging me, hmm?
Oh.
And Theo.
I wasn't judging. I simply asked
Mm.
questions.
I feel like they're very judgmental questions. But it's your life. Do what you will. I'm not your father.
That's true. Ember goes back to fake eating. Playing with her food.
Okay. After that, you can notice that Baldric is not in a great mood. He keeps on scowling and looking at Dimitri and watching his daughter the whole time, just making sure that they don't go do their own thing. After imbibing too many drinks, Nazim stumbles around and heads up to and stumbles and heads stumbles up to the head of the table beside Baldric and declares a toast to the host. As he does so, he lunges forward to for a bottle of wine and knocks it over on the table. On top of it, nearby, Sebastian and leaps from his chair as Baldric and Pasha apologize, but he storms from the hall, mumbling about changing his clothes after quickly arriving in the hall about 5 minutes later with new clothes on. He's wearing a dark red trunk lined with a black velvet. Sebastian also carries a small ball of brandy. Man, I cannot speak today. Which he intends to share with Baldric. If anyone wanted to do an insight check during that whole scene, you guys can.
Mm-hmm.
I was having an issue trying to read that through. God. Damn. Theo and Wally. Nazim doesn't seem as drunk as he's acting.
Uh-oh.
And you also might have an idea that brandy might be filled with poison. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. He just, Wally mumbles kind of to Theo, do you think this person that got spilled on is just, or did the spilling or whatever, someone has just been poisoned?
Or is about to be poisoned.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Do we do anything?
Well, I wouldn't suggest cleaning it up. I wouldn't know what to do, honestly.
Who's holding the bottle of brandy?
Sebastian is. So Sebastian got his clothes dirtied,
Okay.
changed them, and came back with a bottle of brandy to share with Baldric to kind of.
Is he wearing any rings or bracelets or anything?
No, it just has new clothes. It doesn't say anything other than the new clothes, a dark red tunic lined with a black velvet. That's all it really tells me on if he's wearing anything else.
I suppose there's probably silverware on the table, right?
Yeah.
Can Theo, like, I don't know, make a spoon or a fork or something, crash into the bottle and either break it or cause Sebastian to drop it?
All right. Yeah. I A bottle of glass ain't gonna be much, or a bottle of brandy isn't gonna be really super tough to break. So just give me an attack roll to see if you can hit it out of his hands, and we'll go from there.
Don't forget you got that D8 too.
She doesn't
Don't
need it.
Don't need it.
Well, you hit it. Miles will do damage to see if you get more than 5.
Yeah. Damn.
Jesus.
Max
Ooh.
damage. Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah. It
Deadly spoon.
Damage or going nuclear?
it just shatters. And both Baldric and Sebastian are like, "What in the world?"
Oh no.
Sebastian looks a little bit more upset than Baldric.
Theo just smiles at Sebastian.
You realize how much that brandy cost.
No, not really a brandy drinker.
You will
Too
be
bad,
paying
though.
for it.
I didn't do anything. Why is everybody looking at me?
I didn't say anything.
Out of everybody, like some people are acting like shocked, some people are of what just happened, some are acting kind of like, what's happening again? She's behind it again? And then you have Dimitri in the side of the corner just kind of like laughing to himself, like, I'm glad I came. I think the festivities and everything is over with for the night. I think we all should just go to bed and read, calm.
Probably get an exorcist in here for all your haunted silverware.
Mm-hmm. Garrett's gonna use prestidigitation to snuff out the candles on the table. Oh my.
I think it's best that we just relax and let's all go to bed. We'll just call it for the night. Everybody out of the dining room. I think we are good and done with the dinner tonight. He kind of grabs Freya. Make sure those people get to their rooms and stay in there.
Is he indicating us?
Yes.
Mm.
I'm sure they didn't mean anything by it, Father. They're trying to look out for you. They're making a scene. They've done it once before, they're doing it again. I don't know who they are. You seem to know them somehow. You are responsible for them. I don't know them, Father. That's enough. You know them now. Go deal with them. Yes, sir. Freya walks over to you guys. Yeah, I am to help you find your way back to your rooms.
All right. Terrible shame about that brandy.
I think Father's drinking enough tonight.
You all right?
Yes, I'm fine. I just get too excited,
Insight
you know.
check.
Hmm.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Shoot. Sorry, missed my stitch up. Okay. I'm gonna use a D8 on top of that.
Okay. Use it or lose it type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's not all right. She didn't like being yelled at. She didn't like losing out on maybe having a little bit of fun. She's not having a great night.
It will get better. It
I
sucks now, but think about it in hindsight, alright?
I just want this to be done and over with. This caused my father so much stress this auction, and all these people just looking to take advantage of him.
Make sure you remember that.
It'd be hard
Not
to
everyone
forget.
here is going to be as good as you think they are.
What he's
Obviously,
trying to be nice and say is that there are people who want probably your father and potentially you dead. So
yeah, that's
you
pretty
should
much it.
probably watch out.
I mean, I know we're in trouble, but I don't think we're in that much
No.
trouble, are we?
I think you need to check and see what was in that container of brandy. The glass shards are still downstairs, are they not?
Yes,
Probably check.
I could have 3 take care of that, and make sure it doesn't get tampered with. You suspect something nefarious, like somebody trying to kill my father?
He has a lot of people that don't like him, right? From what we've heard.
True, but killing someone, that's a little far,
A
isn't
good way
it?
to close a loose end. And your father is a loose end for some people.
I I'll take your words to heart, and I'll look into it. And I'll keep an eye out on those 2 if I can.
Good luck.
I think I need more than luck. If it's what you think is happening is going to happen. Yeah. Here's your guys' room again. If you need anything, don't be worried to ring the bell and someone will be around. Either me or 3 will take care of you. I won't trust anyone else at this moment.
Good night.
Good night. And she walks off, kind of walks for a little while, and then you see her kind of speed up and run to go find somebody.
I think she's really as naive to think that they don't want to kill him. Do you really think she's that naive?
Probably.
Most children want to believe the best of their parents and wouldn't think that there were people that were after them.
I think it's more wishful thinking than naivety.
I think it's naivety. Well, good move, Theo. I'm assuming that was you anyway.
Wow, it's ghosts.
That's right.
Hmm.
Man, they really have a thing against spoons, don't they?
Hmm.
What's up with that? It's never the wooden ones.
All
Do all
right.
4 of us get rooms?
You guys can share a couple rooms. You get 2 rooms, so guys in one, girls in the other, basically.
Or maybe we should let Garrett and Theo have their own.
I mean, if that's what you guys want to do, it's all up to you.
Garrett would let Theo decide. He's not gonna say shit.
Mm. Theo doesn't look particularly happy about any of the choices.
I'll sleep on the floor.
Why are you sleeping on the floor when you're sharing a room with Wally?
Wally needs 2 beds to sleep on, apparently.
What?
Never mind. Good night.
All right. I am going to stop it there. It picks up, and a lot of crazy shit's going to happen, so I don't want to get too far into it before this late, anyways. So,
Woo! Woo!
hopefully, I was able. If you guys have any questions, because there's a lot of like random shit, and I can't speak for some reason. If there's any questions, yeah, please let me know, because I could probably help out with that.
Having those listed names is really helpful.
Yeah, I thought about that. I should have edited it a little bit, but that's fine. If you know you already know a couple of them are kind of funky, so.
Mm.
You've talked to just about everybody, though. You've only one you haven't really talked to is Dimitri.
I was thinking about it,
You should have just did it.
but it wouldn't have been a productive conversation.
I mean, it could have been productive.
Nah.
He has a safe word.
God.
You would need one.
Oh dear.
Maybe you're not his type.
I am everyone's type.
Melon got it. Ree got it too.
Yeah, I just gotta be more positive.
God.
Maybe he's
Sorry,
into negative. Okay, I'll stop the stream here and go from there.